7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Man, oh man, the conversation's had before we get started. No.
Not live.
It's Wednesday night. That can only mean one of 1,000 things, but for us, it's We Be Tailored. I'm Capt Eric and
I forgot my name after that one.
that's,
John King.
you said you were just gonna go
Yeah.
something. we're giving up fishing.
Yeah,
I hate
we're
fishing.
done. We're done. The wind has got us run off from the fishing hole.
You know, it's usually not windy doing that music bingo.
It's not windy at the music bingo.
Not so
We
much.
came and visited you. That was the last round, though. So I just went ahead and did you see I marked out the whole card?
I did. I kept waiting for you to hit the button to see if you'd win.
Well, I mean, I never did. I didn't want to come in there and win the bottle of deal. You know, and the only friggin' thing, and I win the thing. I don't think they'd be happy about that. There might be a riot at the Nature Coast bar. We don't need riots there.
No riots. Yeah. But it's been a long day. My body hurts. I'm drinking some Carolina water. It's man,
My buddy.
and I'm tired, John. So tired.
I've never been tired. I don't know what it is.
It's because your heart's not right. I stay
Maybe
tired.
maybe one day when I die, I'll be tired. But other than that, I think that's the only time I'm ever going to be tired. And even then, I might give that guy a run for the money. He's going to try to shove me in the box, and I'm going to open it back up. Be like,
I wasn't ready.
Yep. He's going to like, but you're gone. No, I'm not.
Well, John, it looks like a handful of people remembered we were going to go to 8 o'clock this week.
There was a couple.
There was what's a couple?
We got a couple. We have a couple that watched earlier. I went ahead and took care of them earlier.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There we go.
I had a live We Be Tailing at 7 for those guys.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yep.
that was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, good for you.
They
So
got it.
let's take a look here. We got Dale. Finally, who's number one? Me. Winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations. Dale has finally hit the first commenter status. I mean, he's moving on up. And he said he did it at 6:24 a.m. You know, yep.
Golly, that's early
Well,
to be up to watch We Be Tailing.
That's why it's been a long day,
Did
boys
he
and
forget
girls.
the
I've been up a
AM?
long time. We had a full-fledged all-day charter today, so I had to get that stuff put out early. I didn't even get it to all the things I usually share it to. I just got it on the We Be Tailing page and shared it on mine and hoped for the best, John. So Chris is on there. Chris was second of all things, and he was there at 6:44. So I mean, you guys
Wow.
were early, yeah. Denise wasn't even close, checking in at 8:41. Tyler's there. He says, "Where's everybody at?" Carl, Jewel, Hippie Head Hotel, how to paddleboard a business. Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a minute. David's on. He says, "Hi, Taylors." There's Bonnie. Happy Wednesday. Chris is on. Doug, hi, y'all. John King, hello, everybody. Let's see. Christy is on from the Carolinas up there. Justin, spoke to him on the phone a little while ago. William Nesmith, Kenny Ketchum here. I like it. Hell, I was already working when Dale checked in.
Family's retired.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, and we'll talk about it here a little bit later, but Dale has time, John.
What has he done?
Dale has time. Yep.
He's got
He's got time because I hate to give Dale credit where credit's due, but Oh, Chris is on the Florida Redfish Series. What's up? They said, hey, they watch all the time, but it's good to see him commenting. So good to have you guys. Again, another good event. We'll talk about how we did here shortly. Why couldn't we have done it on Friday, man?
Yeah, no kidding. Why couldn't it have been on Friday for you? The way it goes.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to catch those fish Friday. You were supposed to show them the bait and tell them we'll be back tomorrow.
Well,
the fish weren't cooperating. They were hitting too much.
The fish did enjoy the Q8 baits, but just
not on the right day.
Well, they enjoyed it a little bit on the right day.
Yeah,
but
another one to enjoy it on the right day.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. There's so many more important things. Just things we've got to cover.
Oh yeah,
so much to do, so much to see,
so many activities.
There's going to be activities.
We had room for activities.
The bunker does not have room for activities.
No room for activities.
The bunker is small.
Do they have power tools?
Yeah.
Did he give them power tools? Who gave them power tools?
I do have power tools. Not afraid to use them. John, let's get into it here. We always top it off. Blackwater Fishing Club. If you guys haven't joined up with the Blackwater Fishing Club and want to have a good time, you need to go over and see them guys because they have a good time. They have a nice meeting the first Thursday of every month, and then they followed up with a tournament on that Saturday, which is very inexpensive to join, and it's a lot of fun. Then they eat the fish at the end of the day. The Blackwater fries them up for them. It's good stuff.
They take care of you.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
Cheap.
It's good times.
It's good times.
But John,
fellow fishermen,
where's the Blackwater at?
It's down there. You take a left.
So it's in Yankeetown.
It's in some English Yankeetown crossover thingy.
It's in Yankeetown. And Yankeetown has made the news yet again. I think it was okay this time.
Good news.
This was good news. This was good news. Yeah. Some Yankeetown boys.
Right.
Went and found them girls. It was lost on a paddleboard.
you got the FWC, you got the Air Force, the Coast Guard, you got the Army, the Navy, and the Marines, and you got all these other people out there. Then you got our two boys from Yankeetown. I'll bet you that if they started in Cedar Key and the tide worked this way, I'll bet you if we go that way, we'll probably run right into them. 30 minutes later. Guess what they did?
Do you think they run into him?
They ran right into him. They said, look, there's paddleboards. There they are. Just like that. See, that's a captain.
Yeah.
That's your captain speaking. Yeah. That's why they always say, listen to your captain.
Yeah.
That captain and the boy that was with him and the guy that dropped him off knew what they were doing. They said, this is where they're going to be, and that's where they went, and they got them.
Well, I wanted to be careful posting pictures of the girls because they're underage. They're underage, so I didn't want to post any pictures of girls, but
here's the boys.
These ugly dudes right here.
These three ugly guys.
I can show them off.
That's right.
And apparently they were
heroes.
on the Ozella, the Fish Talk Live. They was on the show the other night.
These guys were on the Cedar Key News.
So they
were on the news.
They are famous.
Yeah, they're famous in a small town.
So
they're famous in a small town.
Good job, Captain Will and Alex for and I'm sorry I don't have the other gentleman's name right here in front of me, but I just happen to know the other two right off the top of my head.
The Ozella guy came and got him in his airboat and took him. So they found him and Gary toted him off.
So great group effort and just really well coming together. I don't live with this box up my wahoo or woohoo or whatever, so I didn't know what was going on. But when I was up, I was coming back Monday night from bingo in Lake Russo, coming home, and all of a sudden I see running code. I couldn't tell if it was FWC or sheriff, but when they went by, they were running lights, and then I saw pulling a boat. I'm like, okay, that was weird. That was either FWC or sheriff, and then about a half a mile beyond him, here come another one. And that one had an airboat, and they were running lights, boy. They was hauling out. I was like, man, there's something horrible going on. But then about 6:30 Tuesday morning, I started getting phone calls, people, where do you put in at Yankeetown? I'm thinking, what the hell is going on?
It's bad in Yankeetown.
Yeah, so
They were coming from all different directions.
Yep. So that was that was awesome that, you know, they were able to go. And then the people that were calling me asking, you know, where to put in and all that good stuff, apparently they went out and found them so early that, you know, they didn't even have to put the boats in.
Yeah, they had to put boats in.
Yeah.
They had them.
Yep. So.
They said it was like God told them, just go this way and you'll find them.
Yeah.
And they went right to them.
Well, I'm just, like I said, I'm very happy that story had a happy ending.
Happy ending.
And, you know, that worked out. And
I mean, they were just 16-year-old girls. They, you know,
and
they
you know,
got pushed
sure.
14 miles.
Well, it just goes to show you, you know, what Mother Nature will do to you if you're not ready.
The current is amazingly fast.
And I'm tickled pink that it pushed them in and not out.
Not out.
You know,
out would have been a disaster.
Yeah.
Out would have been a natural because 45 degrees, the temperature dropped to 45, but the water temperature was only 65. The water temp wasn't freezing, so that was a good thing. Now, where they were on solid oyster bars. If you see the picture, they were on a low tide flat, and it was all bar. And I think it was 11 prong is where they got them at. If you want to know the actual name of it, 11 prong is where they were found.
Yankeetown.
English.
Yankeetown sounds way better.
Yankeetown. 11 prong. Wagasassa. But that was a long float for the girls, man. You know,
it was
14 miles, a long way to ease around in a paddleboard.
Well, to be, you know, eventually in the dark, to be, you know, cold, because it looked like they were just in like shorts and t-shirts or something. So
no, they had cold weather gear. That picture was a stock picture. That was a picture of them doing that, I think. Because when they were rescued, if you look at their rescue here, unless they were handed.
Dude, when I saw them on the picture of them on the paddleboard, they had a paddleboard and they was in shorts and a t-shirt.
That was a stock photo. This is them on the island when they rescued.
Yeah, well, I'm sure somebody brought them some warm clothes because it was going to be cold.
They had clothes.
They had. Yeah, somebody brought food in an Aldi's bag. And dude, did you see them on the board?
Oh,
so they had nothing. They didn't have a paddle.
Was the picture of them on the board? Was that the actual stock photo?
That was them on.
Because I was trying to figure out if that was just something they had to show you what you were looking for.
And again, because we're talking out our ass because we don't know exactly what's going on. But apparently, somebody saw that they were in trouble and took a picture.
Oh,
and that was them on the board.
Okay, I was confused.
So I'm thinking somebody brought.
They gave them
supplies or do whatever.
Damn, I imagine Will and them boys brought the nice supplies in from them girls. That was good for them.
You know, whomever, but
somebody hooked them up.
You know, so after
look at how rocky it is where they're at.
Yeah,
that's solid oysters. They said they couldn't. They were standing on the paddleboard because they couldn't stand on it and cut their feet.
Yeah,
And a cell phone.
Sure, I probably broke stuff on there.
Yeah, a cell phone if they had one probably didn't work because you don't have no service in the 11 prong game. I mean, you could walk around, but they couldn't walk around. Yeah. So if they had no service, they had no service.
Yeah. Well,
they took them in for hypothermia to get them checked.
It really didn't look like they had much of anything
on that paddleboard. They had nothing.
Yeah.
I thought that was a stock photo of them. Just
but
couldn't figure that out. But
but either way, you know, story has a happy ending. It made some Yankeetown news, you know, and it had Yankeetown in a good light. So yay
for Yankeetown.
Hey, you know. So John, on a happier note, is that where I put that picture?
Oh.
So John, I found this today on the internet in the few minutes I had to do the show stuff. Now, granted, I made a couple of things yesterday, so this isn't whole hard. But I found this earlier tonight, and I said, John needs this. I think John's come up with this idea, but somebody beat you to it. You did.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think somebody beat you to production.
Oh.
Are you ready?
I hate when that happens.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
And I hope I'm clicked on the right thing. Let's see. Here we go. Yep, that's it. Now, every fish could be a trophy picture. It's got the hand claws, and you put the fish in the hand claws, and you push it way close to the camera.
I've never done that. Why do I need that?
You came up with that idea.
Why do I need that? I have long arms. And Mario.
I saw that. I was like, what? That is we got to have that. We got to figure out how to get
Mario did that a long time ago.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Long time ago.
Mario and the Blonde. Yeah. Misty Kelly.
Oh.
We were out fishing, and we did the long arm.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, but somebody stole your idea.
I can't believe they did that.
Yeah. You know,
How dare they?
I think you ought to sue.
I should, because it was definitely my idea many, many eons ago.
And then we can get one of them really go-fast boats that everybody passes us.
That's right. If we can get a little bit of money, our boat too can do 52 miles an hour.
52 isn't even close.
We're going. Boys, when this is all said and done, me and Eric are shooting for a Hondo.
I was so tickled.
Are you scared?
We passed an action craft.
We did. Granted, they were broke down. They were broke down, but we passed an action craft.
No,
went right by them. Bam! And they're going, help, help. And we're like, no, we're beating you.
Yeah, no. We saw y'all come. We can't come within 150
right.
foot.
We can't get
It's
close
the
to y'all.
rules.
It's the tournament. Can't help you. I know you're drowning. We can't help you. Tournament rules.
Oh,
but we're shooting for a Hondo, boys. We're going with twin 300s on a 17-foot boat. Take that, Tyler. Put that in your wax on, wax off boat. Take that, Justin. Huh? Justin, what you got?
I heard they made. I'm trying to come up with a Star Wars reference, but I can't think of it. But whatever the run the Millennium Falcon made, you know.
Oh, the light,
some kind of fast
the Aldrin,
something like that.
The Aldrin run, or
but they did it.
Alderon,
something like
Alderon run.
They did it in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Did Tyler and Andrew. They were flying.
Alderon run. Tyler and Andrew did the Alderon run.
And I told him, I said, I think we saw you, because we were like, we were way back in
we
grass
just
flat.
saw a freaking,
we could see the intercoastal out there. And John's like, oh, it's all an ass. And I'm like, Tyler and Andrew.
Almost like, dang.
The Kessel run.
Oh, the Kessel run. The Kessel run. Oh, God. Oh, the Kessel run. Alderon. There's nothing left. There was nothing left of Alderon.
See, we
blew it up.
We don't have to know the right answer. Our people are that good.
Our tailors have got it. Alderon.
Yep.
Kessel run.
I said I needed some Star Wars though. Oh, John, shameless plug right here. Lickety Split Chargers with Shasty McNasty Fishing. We're doing red grouper stuff right now. We'll get you out there. We'll even do the Sheep's Head Mangrove trip, whatever. We're doing one of those on Saturday. It's a lot of fun. So give us a call. You want to go fishing? Music bingo 3 times a night.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, dude, gotta plug me.
Are you paying? You paying this site to run that ad?
I sponsored this. Yeah.
I was just checking. If you paid the sponsor for that shameless plug you just did.
What was the time they spent? Temps.
Oh, they were out there for a long time, and it was 45 degrees that night.
If that's what they're talking about.
25.
Yeah. We led the pack all the way to the first spot. There you go. See? Oh, man. That's funny stuff. I said, I just come up with that Star Wars reference, that the Millennium Falcon did.
The Kessel. Oh, my God.
I do. Now here, is that where we're at? Somehow I feel like I missed something. Nope, we didn't. We're at Captain's Corner, and this is where we were talking about Dale earlier. And I hate to give Dale kudos, because Dale always picks on us hard. Yeah. But Dale has nothing but time, bro. He's retired. I think he's a little bored, and he's doing good things. So Dale has a Captain's Corner on here, and I think each one of Dale's Captain's Corners is getting better and better. I mean, Dale's got production. Dale's got things he's throwing in there. I mean, Dale
has a bunker?
Dale's doing stuff.
Dale's got a bunker?
Well, I mean, just watch his Captain's Corner.
All right, let's see this bunker.
Yeah.
Well, howdy, Tailors. This is Dale. It's Friday. I'm out here in the Gulf of America. Water temp 68 degrees. Tides just recently changed and is now going. And, well, I caught one of these non-existent fish. Actually, that was my second one. My very first cast, I caught one that wasn't much larger than my hand. Caught several trout now, and I'm going to be heading inshore in a little bit, maybe another hour, when some water gets in there, and I'll see if I can't do any redfish or something. So I want to make sure everybody has a good day. Stop by Captain's Cove, get yourself some of them happy bait, and we'll see you guys later.
1 hour later.
And it's Dale again. I came inshore. First cast, got me a red, beautiful tail on it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful blue tail. Must be that happy bait from Captain's Cove. Well, I'm gonna get back at it, because I'm gonna catch another, maybe two. See you tailors later.
Well, there you go. Like I said, Dale's got time. Because Dale's doing good work. You know, that's
he can do an adder.
I mean, that's a full blown. I mean, that was way longer than 30 seconds, but I mean, it was good and it was informative. And if you want to do a Captain's Corner, you could do one as well. Send it to Weeby Talon on Facebook. You can send it to CaptainEricHasty@gmail.com, or you can text it to 352-220-3206. It doesn't have to be as elaborate as Dale's. What are we looking for? We're looking for the area that you're fishing, what you're catching them on, and that's basically about it, you know, and we'll make you YouTube famous for all of 15, 30 seconds, you know, so there you go. See? Chris says, get out of my spot, Dale. Fishing in the Gulf of America. I like that. Now, I want to know what day Dale was doing that, because it was calm.
Yeah,
did you see that?
Heck? I think that was filmed last year sometime.
Yeah. I don't think that was recent.
Yeah, it's an old Captain's Corner. He's been milking that one.
Taking advantage, is that what you're saying?
He has definitely milked that one.
He was doing it, huh? All right, let's see. There it is. That's what I knew we were missing something before we got into Captain's Corner. It's the Captain's Cove tip of the week, John. You know who does that? He does. And it won't be too long. We're going to get that new owner over there at Captain's Cove. We're going to get him on here to introduce himself and let everybody know.
Want to be
the new Jim.
The new Jim.
New and improved Jim,
new and
perhaps,
improved Jim.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see
We'll
how it all
get to meet
turns
him.
out. So Dale says last Friday. Wow.
That's been a while.
Well, no, Friday was nice. Friday was even nice in Jacksonville.
Yeah, there you go.
Friday was too nice because them damn no seams were trying to carry everybody away. Look at Dale. And in 4K. But Dale, we only do the show in HD. But it did look good.
Yeah, he films very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
like I said,
Very good job.
Dale's doing all right.
Yeah.
You know, not to hold anybody to a standard, but you know, Dale's doing
okay.
So, John, let's see what Captain's Cove had to say with the Captain's Cove tip of the week. You ready? Here we go.
Hey guys, Andrew up here at Captain's Cove. We're talking about sunscreen and how it should be in everything on the water. From your lip gloss or your chapstick or whatever you put on, make sure it's got some SPF in it, to your spray sunscreen, to the best stuff, which is a lotion, and it should have some zinc in it. That's the best stuff you can get right there. Even to some 70 proof heavy duty stuff with maybe a light zinc in it. And that is your Captain's Cove tip of the week.
There you go.
That's my product.
What do you do with that, John?
Put it in my hair. That's how I do my hair.
Mm-hmm.
Sunbum.
When you can put it in your beard.
It doesn't. You can't. There's nothing. You can.
It'll turn your hair yellow, but not your beard.
It's too coarse. It won't suck it up. It's soft. Hair's soft. This is coarse.
Yeah.
So the Just for Men, when you rub it on there, don't work. I mean, that's a gimmick. It doesn't dye. You can't really dye this hair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just stuff.
Oh.
You can dye it, but it'll be like a 2 or 3 day thing. It's just a waste of money.
I know that I've had this green, blue, orange, very, very black, and my natural color. So it will work for a little while anyway. Chris sent James Captain Corner 2 days ago.
We haven't done any Captain Corners, have we?
We did. We just did Dale's Captain's Corner.
Oh, is that the only one? They're saying that they sent in some. Are you slacking again?
Chris sent James Captain's Corner 2 days ago. Well, that doesn't mean Eric got Captain's Corner 2 days ago.
James. Chris sent James's Captain's Corner to Chris. And then James sent it back to Chris, and Chris sent it back to James.
Let's see how all this worked out here.
Eric's slacking again?
I don't know. Let's see. Did let me see. Did Chris send it by text? Let me look.
It did look like a blow-up paddleboard. It didn't look like a good one.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
Oh, yep, nope, there was. Chris sent one, but it was so deep in text that,
You didn't catch it.
I did.
So many people love you that it's the 89th text down the line.
Sorry, was it a
Send
rush?
your things to John, and I'll make sure that Eric gets them with a big asterisk by him that says, "Hey, Eric of High Impotence."
Remind me next week. We'll get James in there.
Look at your text. Look at your text.
We just did.
We just did. And
we went down to 100 texts ago.
100 texts ago, and there it was.
Can't have nothing nice.
Yeah. If Sam would quit texting Eric every 3 minutes, he'd have found the dang thing.
Amen.
That's what it is.
Where you at?
Got to be Sam.
We haven't even got the Sam Yo-Yo.
Yeah, it's got to
on
be
here
Sam.
yet. But here, maybe we can do this. Let me see. See if we can figure this out. Hold on. Chris. Man, how far ago was it? Chris. Hold tight, buddy. We're going to make this happen. Turn this up. Turn up the radio.
Oh, look at that.
James, Captain's Corner, catching snook out in Yankeetown
I sure hope he doesn't cuss.
on live target.
Yeah.
30, just shy of 35. We got a 28 and 3/4 in the cooler.
Oh, man. It's been a good night.
Yeah. We've lost some nice ones. Got popped off earlier on a crankbait
Oh,
and then had to go back with the live target. Tight lines, guys.
And just like that on the fly. That's how we roll, bro. Captain's Corner.
We didn't miss that.
Bam.
We didn't miss that. What's wrong with them people? Huh? What's wrong with Chris?
Oh, Sam, is
We
there?
didn't miss that.
Sam said, ha, ha, ha.
That's twice I'm watching OKM from now on.
It's
It's not Bait Shop Hater anymore. It's We Be Taylor Hater.
Yeah.
That's his new bingo name. The We Be Taylor Hater.
Dale says, well, they do catch bigger fish than me. Yeah, but Dale, they don't have the production.
They don't have the production.
They don't have your
They
production.
don't have 4K, 8K, or 9K.
There, I don't even know if there was a K involved. It was night. It was hard.
Not easy.
But in the bunker under all the lights, I mean, you guys look good. WBT hater. We're probably going to say, hey, tomorrow, Cedar River Seafood, music bingo is going to be outside. We're partying outside tomorrow.
I'm not coming in.
Well, no, the inside's going to be full of kids.
Oh, I'm outside.
Yeah, so they got like a
kids.
fishing seminar for kids or something on the inside or whatever. Yeah. So we're partying outside, and it's been. I'm laughing at the live video. Thanks, Thomas. Hey, Thomas, we hadn't forgot about you. I did hit up Andrew, and he said he would look into it. They do have new people over there. Andrew said he did explain to them what those bags in the corner mean, but it might have been after they already cleaned up. So we hadn't forgot about you, Thomas. So Thomas was missing his prize package from a few weeks ago. Now, we'll say we got to get them prize packages picked up sooner, though. You know, they can't be in that window any more than like 2 weeks at a time because, Catch Cove Browns Pond. So we will be at bingo tomorrow. Well, good deal, Bonnie. We missed you last week. You know, out there partying like a rock star at the CCA, whatever the hell they were doing. I don't know if that was a banquet or award. Well, it wasn't awards because they did the award thing the past month or whatever. But yeah,
It was the follow-up. If you didn't get drunk the first time, you get drunk the second time.
deuces. I like it. All right, John, where does that put us at now? We've not kept. Look, Bonnie jumped ahead just like this. Boom! It's time to talk about Bonnie with State Farm.
You know what was going on.
If you haven't got your quote yet with Bonnie with State Farm, give us a call or give her a call at 352-484-0905. Bonnie or her team will do whatever they can to save you guys some money. We know that it is way, way early, guys, but we're just going to start hitting it up now.
I wonder if
she's
she'll
got that
insure my
awesome
new
tournament.
Lamborghini that I just bought.
I'm sure she would be happy to insure your new Lamborghini.
When she finds out how fast it goes, though, will she insure it for us?
Sure. She's going to insure your boat when we get it going 100 miles an hour. Because we gotta make sure that it is not a commercial boat. Our Go Fast boat will not be commercial. That'll be.
But will Bonnie insure a boat that goes 100?
Sure.
I don't want to pay the payment.
Well, then we won't insure it. You just have to. If we break something, you have to fix it.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
I guess Thomas busted you for something. What'd you do? You been talking to Thomas?
I'm old. I think I forgot.
Tyler says, I'm surprised he even likes fishing at this point.
I got you covered, John. Bonnie can do 100.
Yeah.
Well, all right. We're covered at 100. He said, boy, it's going to be, guys, we're going to do something, and it's going to be stupid. We're doing something dumb that we're sick of people driving past us, and we don't play that game anymore.
Well, when you start out at 66, you're not getting many people past you. but we needed to start out at 66
so we could catch it.
Well, no, we needed that for the end of the day.
No, I want to start at 66 and catch the guy in first.
Well, we could do that eventually.
Yep. Eventually that's going to happen. We roll by him.
So, like I said, Bonnie's got that tournament coming up. Like I said, it's a long way off. Bonnie has always done us proud by sponsoring a contest. We will be sponsoring a contest, or she'll be sponsoring a contest. We'll have a contest next month. We're about done with this one. So, I need a little more participation, though, guys. Six memes isn't cutting it. I don't think we're going to do the memes. We're going to have to come up with something. Is it Easter time? Are we going to have them go look for eggs again?
Who?
Remember was it April? When did we do? When did we do the? Remember we had them go find the Easter eggs last year. That was for Easter, right?
You know what you're talking about? What eggs? Who?
You are so old.
I'm old. What the hell?
The contest we did last year where they went and found all the eggs we hit all
Oh, yeah. Bonnie had the eggs, right?
I think Bonnie or Doug. Well, I think Doug hid the eggs, and then Doug had to rehide some more eggs because people kept taking them.
Yeah, it's like, don't touch my egg. Don't touch the egg. Yeah, I think that would be the funnest.
And the thing is I wonder if plastic eggs are going to go up, John. Since the regular eggs are so high, they keep telling me.
I found eggs.
Tyler, you do need to pick up your prizes. Yep. You probably got that hookup with Andrew. Andrew will probably get them for you.
We need to get ostrich eggs.
Big eggs. What are we going to do with those?
We'll go hide them.
Oh.
The big eggs.
So
emu and ostrich eggs.
There you go. Well, we'll come up with an idea for Bonnie's contest next
I like
week.
the egg idea.
Yeah. Florida Redfish Series, John. It's time. We got to talk about it.
Okay.
We went to Jacksonville. Some of us went sooner than others. Poor John
had to work.
Was tied, shackled to work, and he could not pre-fish with us on Friday.
I got to work this weekend too.
Yeah,
all day Saturday, all night.
Yeah,
I got turkey eggs. Turkey eggs, yes, turkey eggs. Gobble gobble.
So knowing that John could not fish with me on Friday, I had just done a video shoot with the Q8 guys on Thursday. Yep, putting all the days together. So I was like, dude, John can't come. Would you guys like to drive all the way to Jacksonville and pre-fish with me out there? And they were like, heck yeah.
Has anybody ever turned down a fishing trip even when you tell them that's 2 hours away? No, we're going.
2 hours.
3 hours. 2 hours. 3 hours away. We're going. For them, it's a lot more.
Pull it my big old heavy boat. It takes
3.5 hours.
So they were like, heck yeah. So I was like, cool. So we got to take Joe with Q8 and Nate, his son, and they came and they pre-fished with us.
People were stealing the plastic eggs.
I know. That's
Why?
Doug was
I don't
bitching.
get it.
I don't have time to replace these eggs.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
So we went out, and Friday, though it was nice, the wind, I guess, had blown that water up. That water was high. Then we had the blood moon. We had the blood moon, the eclipse, the do whatever, dude. That water was so high when we got up in there, and we run into a couple of creeks and did whatever. And as we kind of started running into a creek, we'd look, and I'd be like, there's a boat, there's a boat, there's a boat, there's a boat. We're like, we're coming out of this creek.
Ain't going there.
When the tide finally started to come out, John, we finally, started to kind of see some things. We saw some fish. We saw a school of fish. We're like, okay, this is like a plan B right here. We know that we can come up in here. Well, at the time, that was plan A, But then as the day progressed, we kind of pushed into the back in a grass flat, but back in the creeks, and the water's just really, really ripping out. And we're like, okay, it's time to start looking around. And we got in this creek, and like, okay, there's a few boats over there. Well, they started to make their way out. They're like, we're going to head to the captain's meeting. And we talked to them. Hey, yeah, cool. Yeah. And the one guy goes, that's about to get right. We're like, okay. So we started pushing back. And we caught some critters, but it wasn't what we were looking for. I think we caught some bluefish, and I think we caught trout. Yeah, we caught trout back there. And flounder. Good call. You weren't even there. You remember.
Sometimes I pay attention. It's very rare.
And then all of a sudden, we posted up on a point. We're like, man, this just really looked good. And we just kind of was throwing. And I think Nate had caught a fish. And then Joe's like, well, what about that school coming right? So you could just see the water.
A bunch of reds.
Yeah. And then Joe, Joe hooks up. So, me being me, I got to take a sec, bust out the camera. So I got a video of Joe with Q8, busted on this fish right here. And it's something I threw together real quick. It's not anything epic or anything like that, but it does give
a Dale 4K.
Yeah, it's not a Dale 4K, No, but it is Joe, the owner of Q8, catching the fish that we needed, the next day.
He had to go and store up our fish.
Yep. With
we're blaming him.
Yeah. So let's take a look at this, guys. Bear with me. Enjoy this video. That's the size we need right there, buddy. $26, maybe $27. Watch your trolling motor. Hey, do me a favor, take that jig head out. Right there. He was skinny, but we'll take it. Q8, baby! Yep. Joe with the Q8. There you go. So it was awesome to have, Joe out there and kind of get it done, especially without getting into Joe's business. Joe's had a lot of things go on that Joe should not be here right now. And when I mean here on the planet. So Joe's had some things going on, and it was just great that, to have him out there and put him on fish like that. And, that was cool. So, I mean, I really enjoyed that. Nate caught some really good fish there too. What was working for us there? Nate was throwing the pink curly tail, which I tend to use more for trout, like in this area. And then he had the bullet in the new penny color, so that's what he caught that. And that fish, when we put him on the scale, was just like one of these not mustache, but beard hair, just shy of 27. So I was like, dude, we can catch, 2 like that tomorrow. We'll be tickle pink. And we bolted. And then, we went to the captain's meeting. Lots of fun.
Always a lot of fun.
But the damn bugs there. When Chris that puts on the tournament, his son's walking around. He's got the beekeeper suit on. I'm like,
that was so
how do
funny.
we get one of those?
He was covered up. That was pretty cool, man. He didn't have any bite in him.
Yeah,
but man, them no CMs. We were eating dinner, and you were looking. They had the fans blowing, and you see like 10,000 of them.
It's bad.
And you would spray the spray, and they would come in and lick the spray off you and bite you. They'd be like, "Hot spray."
Yeah. Chris liked the music.
Yeah, dramatic music. I thought it was Jaws when it first started. I was like,
"Oh,
playing
yeah. No." So. But, so like I said, that we caught some decent fish, and we had a game plan. So we had a plan A and a plan B. And then Saturday came. And on Friday, you could have gone anywhere you wanted, did anything you wanted, go as fast as you wanted to go, as fast as your boat could go. It was flat. It was calm. It was great. It was not that on Saturday. That's good. Tyler needs to order one of those nets. Yeah, a head net. So come Saturday, we decided that we were going to run pretty much right to the area where we caught those fish and at least get in that vicinity so we could kind of stake a claim, if you would. And then once we got there, water was, super high again. We're like, okay, we're really going to need this water to come down. You and I put the trolling motor down, and we just started working the banks. And we spooked a fish or two. We're like, okay, all right, they're here. I don't know if we can get them to eat, but they're here.
A couple of them in there.
And we come back right on. We spooked some fish. We went 20 yards ahead of it, maybe.
30 feet.
Turned around and came back.
And they came back.
And threw right in that spot again. And John sticks one. Boom.
They came back. I was like, whoa, he hit it. I was like, where did he come from?
And just like that, we're on the board, and that's that fish that he's in the picture with right there.
Look at that hair.
Well, dude.
That is Sammy Hager hair.
That is
or Patrick Swayze hair, some kind of hair.
I wouldn't go Patrick Swayze.
Hey, the girl at McDonald's said that I look like Patrick Swayze.
Maybe with this hair, not
that hair was Sammy Hager.
Yeah.
Not that hair. Not that hair.
That hair was the 30-mile-an-hour wind blown hair from all day, plus whatever my boat could do. So
sunbum.
But our problem was as we were doing that, boats started to kind of approach in the area that we wanted to kind of post up at. And we said, you know what? And at that point, the wind hadn't been bad yet. The wind picked up, and my boat is very high-sided, and it just started blowing. And we couldn't hardly control anything with the trolling motor. You almost look like my cousin.
Whoa. At least she gives me dollars, Tyler.
Yep.
I get dollars out of her.
So we end up, John and I make a decision. We had a conversation, said, look, we're going to post up right where we caught those fish yesterday. We're going to wait for the tide to go out. We didn't have to be back in until 4:15 because we were boat number 66. We're like in the last, few boats going out or whatever. So it's like, man, we're just going to wait on that school to come by again or another school or, something. We're going to wait. Yeah, Captain Ron. See what you open yourself to?
That's funny. That's funny. That's pretty funny.
That's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
But
oh man,
we post up. I told John, we're probably going to be here a little bit until it gets right. And we were there for a little bit. We watched a few boats, doing what we were doing, but doing it, well elevated, going very slow, methodical, and probably within 3 hours, we saw them pulling 3 fish, and we're like, yeah, it'd be nice to do that.
Yeah,
but we just just couldn't do it. I mean, my boat's too high sided. That wind was blowing too much, and we just couldn't. Yeah, we couldn't. With the trolling motor, you'd make a move, and the wind would counteract you. And it just wasn't what it was.
She does give me dollars, Dale. That's a true statement. I have gotten probably 10 from Tyler's cousin.
Yep. But then the tide never got. We were running out of time. It was like, dude, we're gonna have to leave at 4 o'clock. We've got to bolt. We got to be in at 4:50. That's kind of how close we were. It's like,
we pulled up at 4:13.
We got
I was the last one to wait.
We were the last boat to check in. So I mean,
4:13.
We cut it to the limit, but we had a couple of opportunities. We weren't able to
2 fish.
We weren't able to do this to them, and it just it was a heartbreaker, but it is what it is, and that's tournament fishing, So, where did that put us for that tournament? 53, 54.
There was 30 boats that didn't weigh.
Yeah, so I mean, we did better than a few boats anyway.
There was 30 boats that didn't weigh a fish. So.
But that has us, I think, 17th for team of the year. So
we're in 17th.
We're not working on. We're not far off, or we're in the neighborhood of where we were.
In the neighborhood of making this happen.
We haven't been skunked. Last year we had some skunks last year. Good. So we're okay. We could still get top 10. We
just need to nowhere in Panacea come 2 27-inch fish.
We got to have weight. That's what we need. We need some weight. We need some weight.
We need girth and length, and girth.
But again, just good time. The tournament's fun. Can't say enough about the Q8 bait.
Oh, it's so much fun doing these tournaments. I never thought I'd have this much fun, but I'm having a blast. Even when I don't catch fish, I'm still mad at myself, but I'm not mad at anybody around. Everybody else is great. All the people are great.
Yep. And again, Q8 baits, guys. If you haven't,
2 of those.
If you haven't seen them yet, they're coming out around stores. Captain's Cove did make their order this week. They'll probably have their order within the next week. The Cedar Key bait and tackle, they've got them in there now if they're open. I've made some appointments here locally to talk to some people, so we're going to get them in here close for you guys. So you guys will be able to get
alligators in Panacea because we saw them, right?
We saw a bunch of alligators. Bunch of alligators in that St. Mark's.
Yeah, that place was loaded full of alligators.
Big gators.
I would love to have some good weather, Chris, at this tournament. We haven't had that.
Yeah.
It's been El Crapo.
It has been.
We need some good weather.
Yeah. And we'll see if that happens for us.
Yeah.
John, tonight we'll be giving away some Sonny's barbecue IOUs. Without a ticket. So whoever wins tonight, Josh and Melissa McCall, they got us some tickets coming, so that'll be coming later on tonight, or not later on tonight. It'll be coming later on in the week. We weren't able to IOUs. What are you doing there? Get some IOUs right there. John has wrote them down. There you go. Oh, let's see. All right, before we get into what will be quote unquote tonight's topic, let's get into Spotted by John. Spotted by this motley crew. I don't know how old this might be, but I did spot it today.
That looks like a family.
Yeah, that is.
That's a family of 4 with a family of 4.
When we can double, triple, quadruple up, why not, John? Yeah.
Maybe you should fish with him in the tournament. It looks better than what I'm doing for you.
Hey, you put one in the boat. It's hard, I gotta drive the boat. I got to put you on the
do,
fish.
you
I
do,
got to,
you do.
it's.
You gotta
I rely
babysit me.
on you to catch the goddamn fish.
You got to babysit me. You got to keep me out of the phone. You got to freaking make
you
sure I'm not eating all the time. You got to make sure that I'm not sleeping. You got to make sure that I'm standing in the right place. If I know my 10 to my 3s,
You do not know your 10 to your 3s.
It's different for you. It's really tough on you. I will give Eric kudos. It's pretty tough on Eric to fish with me.
You want me to tell
I'm
the
a
Oscar
prima
Mayer
donna.
story?
Story.
My baloney is the first name. How you was fishing. I'm going to spare you that. Why did John not? OCAR. Spotted by number 2.
Yeah.
We spotted Dana there. What a nice snook. That's a
very nice
one.
snook.
Yeah.
Very
Nothing
nice
wrong
snook.
with that. Yep. And then we spotted John.
Dang.
Rick, this is one of Rick's friends. I think
Very
Rick went
nice redfish.
fishing with or something like
Wow,
that. And that's
a toad.
that is a big redfish.
That is
There
a
you go.
toad.
Yep. So, woo! John, tonight's topic is, y'all had enough of this crap yet?
Barbecue. I owe you barbecue.
You guys had enough of this wind? I mean, it's is it supposed to be windy in March? March blows in and April showers or something like that. How's this saying go, John?
April showers bring May flowers. March winds bring disastrous fishing trips.
Yeah, there you go. It was even supposed to be nice today, and it turned out to still be windy out there. We caught several fish today on the charter today, but it took work. It was not wham, 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 wham. It was work. But we got today on the cleaning table today, John. I think we had 8 to 10 whiting. We had a sand trout. We had normal trout. We had caught flounder, but they were too small. We had black drum on the table, a couple of those. We had redfish. We caught a 38.5-inch redfish. We had a 26.5 that we cleaned, and we caught a
Pompano.
17 something, and then we had a keeper pompano. Yeah, so I mean, dude, I don't know what kind of slam that is, but we had some fish.
It's the super southern Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's the crappy weather slam.
The crappy weather slam.
We'll
It's
just
the
call it
windy
what it
weather
is.
slam.
But yeah, no,
WWS.
one, I think this is the coldest winter we've probably had on record for
In a
quite
while.
some time.
Yeah.
It's just been, I've rescheduled 4 trips this month already because of the weather.
Yeah.
It's hard to make a living as a guide if you can't go fishing.
That's what they say.
Hence the DJing and the music bingo and the construction and the marrying people and all that other crap I do.
People.
March comes in like a lamb and goes out like a lamb. Okay, there you go, David. Thank you. Yeah, screw that lion. Because
Simba's a turd.
I hate that lion.
Cool
Man.
spot.
Yeah, that hit the nail on the head. But yeah, this wind, tired of it, can't control it, can't make it go away, can't do anything about it. All you can do is you can stick in the river and be bored. Yeah, you might eventually catch fish in the river, but God, the river's boring.
And grab a bite here and there and a sheephead, 12-inch sheephead.
But it has. I mean, dude, it's been uneventful. I mean, I'm past it. I'm done with this wind. Let's move on. Let's get some good. If you get a bad weather day every now and again, you can live with it. But
like on a Monday.
week after week.
Like on a Monday or a Tuesday. A great day to have bad weather.
Yeah.
But Saturday and Sunday is not a great day to have bad weather.
But yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. Turn off the wind machines. Maybe
Can I get a little wind here?
They used to say Bush used to control the weather. If we can get Bush to turn off that weather machine, that would be
Bush
fantastic.
Still playing with the weather.
I don't know. Yeah. That's in like a documentary somewhere where they are convinced that Bush was wiping out New Orleans. With Katrina, he was controlling.
Well, who the heck sucked the dang storm on us in Yankeetown?
Yeah, I don't know.
Biden controlling the weather?
I don't know.
Or is it still Bush?
I I don't know. We need to get whoever's controlling it.
We need
turn
to
that
talk
crap
to
off.
him. Yeah, please stop. just stop it. Okay, stop it.
Well, John, this is our first 8 o'clock show of the year. Let's make sure we end it, where people can go to bed. I mean, we're right there. This is like the best we've ever done. It's 8:56.
You get a bag of upside down chumba.
Flip it right.
No.
It's product placement.
Hey, turn it around.
Yeah. Turn around.
No.
No.
Turn it around.
Yeah. I think I've seen that joke or that meme
It's
or something.
funny. Turn it around. Turn it around. Look, $220 IOU, Sonny's Barbecues. I guarantee you, if you walk in there to Sonny's and you hand him this, they may arrest you. They may arrest you. But I know Melissa. Who cares? You're going to jail. Because this one here is not going to get her done, but we'll make sure you get her done.
We're supposed to have the certificates by this week.
These are spectacular. It's the best I can draw at this present.
Chris says I should have drank more.
Jim Dick.
Chris, was it a bad show?
He always drinks more. All right, and a Go Mexus little old handle there. And hot diggity dog diggity, the old bullet Q8 bait. I caught, this is the color I caught my redfish on this weekend.
You did.
Yep, right there.
And we're giving that away.
Yep. So you too can catch redfish like John catches redfish. And eat it. Sonny's like John, when he tried to. I tried these. Now I'm giving them to y'all. It didn't work.
Passing it forward, I think it's what they say.
Giving it forward. Give it forward.
All right. I'm going to get on the right page, John, so I can see all these right answers.
All right.
Yep. You guys know how we do this. We're going to ask a question tonight. The first 5 right answers we see, we're going to write your name.
Somebody
these
paying
pieces
Dale
of
to
paper.
watch this show. He said it was worth every penny.
Yeah. I.e., it doesn't cost you a damn dime to watch the show. Your internet bill, I guess, whatever.
Yeah.
But I got 5 sheets of paper right here. The first 5 right answers we see. I'll write your name on the board, and then John will put all these names in the bucket, and John will draw your name. Yep, great show, worth every penny. I like it.
Boy, that's going to be a tough one right there.
Yep.
They're going to have to ask Siri this one.
Google will not help you on this one. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's
Alexa and Siri ain't going to help.
Nope. But I know that you guys can handle it.
They can handle it.
All right, John.
We have smart tailors.
Are you staring at the screen? You
Uno,
ready
dos,
for these
cuatro,
answers?
Nico, Naysay.
Okay.
Go away.
Tonight's question on a sticky note. You don't even got a little thing to follow tonight.
We're just slacking.
Tonight's question. How many fish were featured in tonight's Spotted By? How many fish tonight how many fish were spotted or featured tonight's Spotted By?
How many fish were spotted by?
There we go.
2020, no Kev dog.
So I told you they would have no problem with this, and holy cow, Mother Mary Joseph.
Okay, so Justin, and Jessica, Doug, Tyler, and Casey. Justin,
I saw
Jessica,
Casey out on the water
Doug,
this week.
Tyler, and Casey. Yeah, it sure is. 6. Bonnie's crew with 4, a snook, and a big red makes a total of 6. If you redneck Zubertech graduators can actually add.
And there's Casey.
Casey's last, but not least.
All right. There we go. Boom, shakalaka.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right. Look at that. What do we got? 9, 10, 16, 12, 13.
What show was he?
I don't know.
Maybe that's how many. Maybe that's how many drinks they've had.
2020.
Yeah, Mad Dog 20. Oh, I don't know how it happened, but we're at the finish on 5th, and the girls getting the wine for Heather, and we start talking about Boone's Farm and Mad Dog 2020. The little old girl behind the counter goes, she goes, I used to drink that. I said, how old are you? She said 23. I said, ain't no way you be drinking
They
that dang
still
Mad
have it
Dog.
in the store.
Oh, I know.
They still
She's
got
like,
it.
don't tell my mom. She said, but I used to pound that stuff back when I was 14. I was like, 14?
Who didn't? That's what
I know.
I hated
We were
beer.
playing.
I hated
Yeah,
beer when
everybody
I was
wanted
young.
Boone's Farm and Mad Dog.
I hated beer.
I couldn't believe it. That girl was laughing.
I drink the hell out of it now, but as a kid,
we had the whole bar left.
Yeah. All right,
It was
John.
classic.
We were so close to 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
We were so close. We were going to do it. Hold on. I got to shake it. Did you rip one?
No.
Show everybody your hands.
Look, dog. Look, dog.
Hey, look, Jessica's in there. This is serious.
It's serious. We got to get serious. See if I can pull Jessica out of a hat. Haven't pulled her name in a while.
Just one. All right. Just one.
Some dude named Dougie.
Dougie? Oh, Doug!
We can do the Dougie. We can do the Dougie.
Teach me how to Dougie.
Teach me how to Dougie.
All right, congratulations,
Teach me how to
Doug.
Dougie.
Doug won some IOUs.
Why you do that to me? Why you do that?
That was funny. You might spit over.
Why you do
You
that
might
for?
spit on the bunker.
Oh my God! It went down my nose, man. Everything. Don't do that to me like that.
Remember, the show starts at 8 o'clock now for our
Farm, Tickle Pink. Yeah, baby, Tickle Pink. I remember that.
I remember Strawberry
Hill,
Hill.
Strawberry something, Strawberry Hill. Yeah, Strawberry Hill.
Yeah, that's
Tickle
the
Pink.
one I think we hit on the regular. Yep. So.
Congratulations, Doug. You go, Doug. You go, Doug.
All right. Remember, show starts at 8 o'clock now for the summer hours. We'll be around. Come up and see us. Say hey. You know, we do enjoy it when people come up and say, hey, we like your show.
Yeah.
Or even, hey, if you do this different, hey, we're open to constructive criticism.
We might punch you, but we're open to constructive criticism.
I can get sued for nobody.
Huh? Oh, no, it won't be that kind of punch.
Yeah. Oh, Hawaiian punch?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. John, We Be Tailing is brought to you and paid for by Shasta.
Hey, Captain's Cove Outfitters for those big dollars.
Jigs.
Yeah. Filletzall Blades.
Aquatic Nutrition.
QH Super Baits.
Karrie's Custom Rod.
Bonnie with State Farm.
Native Nautical Mailboxes.
Salt Life. Dead company.
Yep. Power pole. Still alive.
Seabats. I've got a Salt Life shirt on.
Sonny's Barbecue.
With
Josh and
IOUs,
Melissa.
baby. And Hippo Head Hotel. And
right.
we seen Karrie's custom rods the other day.
We did. We
They
did.
came
See
and
her.
visited us.
She's doing all kind of stuff.
Yeah, she's got a new line for some kind of plug she's making, right?
That and that she's making
American-
Bonita tubes.
Bonita tubes, yeah,
You know,
she's
doing all kinds of stuff. Yep. So
All
Hey,
this
Rob!
stuff.